Okay, this is round two for the heart. It's another dish. Why am I going to do a second video? Because I have so much heart left that I don't foresee having another day off for probably, I'm going to say probably a good 2 weeks. So I figured I'd use it up. Otherwise, it's going to turn green in my refrigerator. What we're going to do, we're going to do a little salad of heart. Now, I'll show you a nifty little chef trick to kind of aid in our presentation and give you a sort of a gay chef presentation. Ring molds, chefs use them. You can buy them at JB Prince, stainless steel ones. You can get totally extorted over the price on those when you can just go to the Lowe's, get some PVC pipe, cut it off. That's what smart chefs do. Thoroughbred chefs buy their nice little perfect stainless steel ring molds and their demispheres and their pyramid molds. I like to do things on the cheap. Everything. I could spend $700 for an immersion circulator and do sous vide. No, I'll go get a roasting pan, a probe thermometer, and an aquarium pump, and I'll make my own for $70. That's how I like to think, because I like to do the best on a shoestring. Now here's what you do. You want a ring mold? I like styrofoam cups. Why? I like to leave a big carbon footprint. I want people to know I was here. Cut the bottom off. Cut the top off. There's a ring mold. Boom. Okay. I also am fortunate enough to have a garden that I have access to outside. So what we're going to do, we went out and got a few things out of there. We got some chives. We got some fresh oregano, some basil, some parsley that I had left over, and these, which are generally thrown away, are carrot tops. Carrot tops have great flavor and great texture. We have some really cute little baby carrots, almost immature, much like my sense of humor. Infantile almost stillborn. Then we have one that kind of made it to adolescence. Then he started smoking pot in his room and listening to Ozzy Osbourne, and he didn't get any further in life. We have a few tomatoes that are left. I was fortunate enough to have the tomatoes that produced pretty good this year, and the birds really appreciated them. Cherry pepper, and these are little Tabasco peppers. I'll show you how we're going to put our salad and this whole dish together real quick, okay? And this is what was left of the pan sauce that we made from our seared beef heart in the last video. So this is an example of how not to waste anything that you produce. What we're going to do, we're going to take that leftover sauce, and this is going to become the base of our vinaigrette for our salad. And one tip that I'll share with you, you go eat a great salad in a restaurant, and you're going, oh my God, that's so good. 7 times out of 10, the chef has added, or if he's a chef that's worth a shit and really knows what he's doing, he's added a little bit of stock to that vinaigrette. David Bouley does really good. He has a little bit of veal stock to it, little reduced veal stock or veal gloss, and it adds a richness, and a flavor that you can't quite pinpoint because you're eating a salad. But he's on top of his game. A lot of these guys are. So we're going to use this because we're going to use an immersion blender. We're going to put it in there and into this. Okay. We're going to put some oregano, some of our parsley, a little bit of basil, a little bit more oregano. Move our carrot tops out of the way. Carrot tops? My God, have you seen that freak of nature lately? Oh, all I can think of is roid rage. And we're going to save some of these nicer leaves for garnish, okay? Also, chives. We're going to cut these into about maybe 1-inch pieces. And our pan's getting really hot. I cut it on earlier so you didn't have to wait for this stupid stove to heat up. And we're going to cut it on bias so we get little 1-inch bias cut segments of chive. Okay? And then the rest, we're just going to cut up and throw into our cup. Now, back to our beef hearts. Captain Beefheart. My favorite Captain Beefheart song is Bat Chain Pooler or Dirty Blue Jean. Anyway, we've taken the beef heart and we've cut it into approximately 1/4 inch thick slices. Treat it the same way. Okay? Salt, pepper, into our hot pan. Now, I just salted on one side. Don't think you're going to catch me on that. I know what I did. There's one thing I know how to do is cook and lose all my money. So while it's in our pan, we're going to season it again. Other side, same way. And we're going to give them about maybe 45 seconds on each side. I'm going to go ahead and start with the preparation of the salad, but I might get distracted to get back to this. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this for now. Now, we're searing them nice and fast. Again, this is going to be medium rare. Anything good is medium rare. I honestly don't like rare meat because it doesn't change the texture enough where it becomes buttery and breakable. I think it still retains too much protein structure and offers too much fight. Now, these aren't getting as brown as I would like because I just can't really get a good high heat on this thing. You notice I'm using my fingers. It's okay. That's how we like to roll in kitchens. I see cooks that go, ow! I'm like, my God, what is your problem, man? Haven't you cooked before? Okay. Now we're going to pull that out, back onto our plate. And we're going to let residual heat, which is the heat that remains in the product after you take it off the whatever cooking medium you're using, continues to cook it. And it's very useful to know how far, how fast, and how hard residual heat can continue to cook a dish. Into our salad bowl. We're going to put our tomatoes. I found these, I don't know what variety the red ones are because I didn't plant them. But these are little golden currant tomatoes. We're just going to cut them in half. And it'd probably be easier if I used the paring knife, the cheap Henkel's paring knife I was telling you about. But you know what I'm going to say. It's one more thing I got to clean. Then our cherry pepper. This one fell off the vine. It's kind of wrinkly, but I think it's good because it's wrinkled. It's still intact though, so that means its flavors are much more concentrated. And that we're just going to kind of chop up, slice up, throw in the thing. Our Tabasco peppers, whole. Okay, our carrot. We're going to cut the big one. Get in there. We're going to cut the big one real thin into little slices, thin slices. I'm going to cut it. Cut a little bit off the bottom so it doesn't roll around. And that's about how much we're going to put in because I don't like carrots that much. Take our babies, cut them in half. That's right, you get 2 videos today for the price of 1. If I could find a way to make money doing this, I would do it because honestly, the whole cooking thing, it takes its toll on you to an unbelievable degree. And it is not as glamorous and glorious as you might think, especially in my situation now. We're going to throw half of our chives in there. Now we're going to take a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just sprinkle it over. And we're also going to put some in our cup with our vinaigrette. Same thing here. We're going to dress it with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit into our cup. So, get some room here. The other piece of equipment that I really, really like is an immersion blender. Hit them both with salt. Put some pepper in the little salad here. And then we take our immersion blender and we stick it in a cup, which I probably drank God knows how many beers out of. I'm just going to kind of blend it all up. And remember, this has our cooking liquid that we've braised our... we made from our beef hooks. This is how you need to cook. Okay, you gotta know what food's gonna do, and you just gotta be confident. You gotta know in the back of your mind that it's gonna taste good. It's just, I think that's what separates great chefs, unlike myself, from mediocre shoemaking cooks. Confidence. Another plate. Put our ring mold in the center, or our punch of paper cup. And we'll take our heart and we'll put it around. Okay? When you do these kind of things, always do odd numbers. But you can do a 6, but don't do a 4. 4s look shitty on a plate. They look really bad. Okay? You with me? Then we take what? The vegetables. Okay? Toss them around. And a little bit of olive oil and vinegar. Salt. A little black pepper. I think we'll put some more black pepper in there. And then we're going to take that and we're going to put it in the middle of our cup. It's going to go all over the place. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it later. We're going to mound it up a little bit, and when you take this off, because of the shapes of the tomatoes and all those kind of weird things, it might fall all over the place. So let it be natural. Don't play with your food too much. And never, ever, ever let people think that you didn't intend for it to do that. Okay? So watch. And this might totally fuck up, but I'm not going to worry about it. Get out of there. These chives are... So there we have it, okay? Now, we're going to take our vinaigrette that we just made. Am I going to taste it? No, because I know it tastes good. I'm going to spoon this around. Just like that. One quick thing to finish. We're going to take our carrot tops. I'm going to lightly dress them because I hate when you get stuff in restaurants and every little element of that dish isn't conceived as a whole in the dish, and they just put like microgreens on it that are undressed. So we're just kind of play with it, you know, let it fall where it goes. Don't manipulate it too much. Leave that to the chefs like myself. That'll make sure your food has been touched by about 75 different hands. Okay? And we'll put it up there, put some around. Get that out of the way. We'll take some of our herbs, we'll throw it again in our little vinaigrette, and we'll just kind of, it's a nice basil leaf that just kind of, you know, just let it play, let it fall, let it go where it wants. Who cares? And we'll put our parsley leaves around. And that right there would probably cost you, it depends. I'd probably charge you, I'd sell that as a light summer entree, and I'd sell that to you for $19, $21 probably. Now, how much it cost to make that dish? Considering we used the leftover heart, that probably cost us less than $2. And I think it came out pretty good for something I just pulled out of my ass. Anyway, that's how you do it. Later.